Hello everyone, welcome back again with another recipe. Today I will be making Idli Sambar recipe. For this recipe, I have soaked 2 cups of idli rice and a quarter teaspoon of fenugreek seeds. And I have soaked half cup of urad dal in a separate bowl. This is I soaked overnight. If you want, you can soak it for 5 to 6 hours. Now I'm going to grind this to a fine batter. First I'm going to grind the urad dal, then I will grind the rice. The urad dal batter is ready now. I poured it into a clean steel container. Now I'm going to pour the soaked and washed rice to a mixer grinder and make into a batter. This is a thick batter, as you see. I'm going to grind the rice into a same thick batter by adding little bit water. Today is 4th March in Toronto, Canada. I'm opening the door to see how the weather looks like. Hardly I can open the door. As you see, the snow. Yesterday night was a snowstorm until the knee. As you see, the trees outside covered. Inside I'm making idli. I think I have to put some yeast to ferment the flour, rice batter. Otherwise it's not going to rise the rice and urad dal. Let's see. In this cold weather you can't make idli or dosa. Just have to add something to fermentation. Just see, it's very cold. Very cold. Everything is covered in ice, snow. So the rice batter is ready now. I'm going to pour this to a urad dal batter and going to keep it for fermentation. I will add very little yeast because of the cold weather in Canada, as I said in the video. It's totally optional. If you want, you can keep it. Otherwise it's going to take long time to ferment the batter. So I will show you how much yeast I'm going to add. A very little bit, less than quarter teaspoon. So I got some lukewarm water in this bowl, very little, a teaspoon. To this I'm going to add less than quarter teaspoon yeast, as I said, as you see, very little. I'm going to mix it well, wait for 2 minutes, then I'm going to add it to the batter. Then I'm going to mix it for 2 minutes in the wooden spoon. If you want, you can use hand, but I'm not putting my hand. I'm just going to use the wooden spoon. I'm just going to mix it. So the yeast is mixed well in the water. Now I'm going to add this to a batter and mix it for 2 minutes. And I'm going to cover this and keep for fermentation. It's not going to take more than 3 to 4 hours. If you don't add yeast, it will take more than 8 hours or 12 hours. I will check today how many hours it will take for fermentation. I'm just going to cover the lid. Here I have the plate, very simple, and I'm going to put it in the oven, just covered. While the idli batter is getting ready, I am going to make some sambar. It's a very simple sambar that I'm making. For the sambar recipe, I have soaked tur dal, around 1 cup. I washed this tur dal, and I have 1 medium onion, roughly sliced, and I have 2 medium tomatoes chopped, and I have some vegetables here. In this vegetable, I have 1 piece of cauliflower, small, and I have cut in small florets, and I have 1 small bottle gourd. This is also peeled, cut and washed, and I have some French beans. Each vegetables I took around 1 cup. If you want, you can add other vegetable like carrot, you can add potato, but I am only adding 3 vegetable. So this vegetable is already washed. I'm going to add the onion to the pressure cooker, and tomato and dal first. Then I will add the vegetable. I will add everything together, so it's going to be very easy. And I'm going to pressure cooker this one for 2 whistles by adding some sambar masala. I have prepared the homemade sambar masala. If you want, you can buy it from the store. Nowadays you get everything ready made, MTR, Shan or any other brand, but I have homemade sambar masala. Also I have some tamarind and jaggery pulp. I'm going to add it together. Then I'm going to temper it once this is boiled. So I'm going to add some water to this. So I added enough water, as you see. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon turmeric powder and some salt. You can adjust the salt later. Around 1 teaspoon salt. Half of I added. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of homemade sambar masala. Just 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add it if I want later. Then I got tamarind and jaggery pulp. 1 lemon size tamarind I took and I squeezed the pulp. I'm going to mix this and cover the lid and pressure cooker it for 2 whistles. Now the veggies are boiled and the dal is also boiled for the sambar. Now I'm going to temper this. I took some oil here. You can use coconut oil, any other vegetable oil for the tempering. Also I have 3 whole Kashmiri chilies. I'm going to split them in half. And I have some mustard seeds. And I got 3 stems of curry leaves. The oil is hot now. I'm going to add first mustard seed, about 1 teaspoon. Then once the mustard seed start crackling, then I will add the asafoetida, which is hing. You can hear the mustard seed crackling. Now I will add the hing, just a little bit. Now I will add the red chilies. Also I will add curry leaves. This I'm going to mix it and add it to the vegetable and dal. I will add this to this. So the sambar is ready now. I'm going to mix this well, move it to the flame, and I'm going to mix this well. Now I'm going to add some freshly chopped coriander. Finally, as I said, I'm adding the fresh chopped coriander leaves. Then I will let this cook for another 2 minutes. Sambar is ready now. Now on the other hand, my idli batter is fermented well, I believe. I'm going to check it. Then I will start steaming the idlis. I'm going to close the sambar now. Now here I have everything ready to make the idlis. I have the batter ready. It took 6 hours in the cold weather after adding the yeast. As you see, idli batter is perfectly fermented. Now I'm going to add some salt. I haven't added any salt while grinding the batter. As you see, it's perfectly thick enough. I have the steamer here. I kept some water for boiling, and I have some idli molds. You can use any kind of molds. I will apply some oil to the idli mold, just very little oil, by using the fingers, just all around the mold. Then I will add the batter, then I will steam it. I finished greasing the idli mold with the oil. I added half teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to mix the batter very well before pouring the batter. Now I'm going to add slowly little bit of batter to the idli mold. This is enough. I poured the batter in the mold. Now I'm going to place it in the steamer once the water is hot. Water is boiled well. As you see the steam coming off, I'm going to place the molds inside slowly. This needs to steam for 20 to 25 minutes in a slow to medium flame. Just gonna top it off. Just when you're placing the idli mold, have to be careful for the steam. It's gonna burn your hand, so just be careful. You can use any idli mold that you have it in your kitchen. Now I'm gonna cover this and let it steam. My one batch idlis are ready now. I'm going to remove them slowly to a open plate, big plate like this. Then I will let it cool for another 10 minutes. Just if you're removing it from the steamer, just be careful. Now I'm going to place the second batch idli batter. Now I'm going to cover this and let it cook for steam for another 20 minutes. I flipped the idli molds and I placed cold soaked kitchen cloth on top of that, so that idli cools very quickly. Now I'm going to open this and see if we can remove the idlis. Now I'm going to lift up the cloth and see if the idli is easily comes out. As you see the mold, the idli just comes out easily from the mold, as you see. So the idli is very soft and fluffy, as you see, perfectly done, and round shape, and no sticky, no, it didn't stick it to the mold. Just I'm going to remove all the idlis in one plate. So friends, as you see, my idlis are done and the sambar is done. I'm going to pour the sambar to the plate and time to eat. Just sambar is ready on the other side. I'm just going to pour it. If you want, you can make coconut chutney, but today just going to serve with the idli and sambar. If you like this recipe, give it a try, share with your friend, give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe. Thank you for watching.